Hey guys, welcome back again to this channel. In the previous session, we discussed what is OLTP versus OLAP and also the vertical and horizontal scalings as well. So now it's time to understand a very important cloud terminology, I can say, like fully managed and serverless. What do we understand by fully managed and what is serverless? So these terms are extremely important from an exam point of view, because in the exam question you will often see some statements like the business has these setups and they want to go for a fully managed solution, or they are thinking of a serverless architecture. So at that time, based on the use case, you should be, or based on these keywords, so you should immediately know which service to choose from the given options in the answers. Okay, so it's all about terminologies, not any conceptual or understanding stuff required. Yeah, so just start with what is fully managed and what is serverless. So the Google, in case of fully managed, we'll start with this. It means Google manages the infrastructure for you. That's the root cause. Okay, always Google manages the infrastructure for you, but your intervention is still required. Okay, because Google can give you what? It can give you hardware. Okay, it can give you some networking stuff, or and OS level stuff and so on, but your intervention is still required. It means that suppose you are running one job. For this job, okay, you yourself has to choose the number of nodes or VM I want. Okay, you want, I mean, you yourself has to choose how many SSDs I want. Okay, what could be the my memory, how much scaling limits I can go, when to increase or decrease my capacity. Okay, so even though Google gives you infrastructure, but there are some services which are called fully managed. For there, still you have to choose what exactly you want out of the available Google's infrastructure. Okay, so let me go to the blackboard first and we'll see. Suppose we are going with fully managed type of service. Okay, assume that I am using Dataproc. Okay, in Dataproc we have certain nodes. So Dataproc is same as Apache Hadoop. Okay, it's just that implementation itself. I have certain nodes, right? Now, even though the infrastructure is provided by Google, but Dataproc, if you are using Dataproc, then you yourself has to choose that I want to remove this server. I don't want it because my load is less. Okay. I want to scale up my cluster. I want to add one more HDD or SDD to my VM. So even though it gives the infrastructure, but it's your thing to add, remove, or manage your I mean, it's manage your thing based on your business stuff. Okay, so Google will give you buffets of service and products. It's up to you, have to pick and use it when needed and remove it when not needed. So this is called a fully managed kind of service. Okay, and the example is the Dataproc, Cloud SQL, and Cloud Spanner. Make sense? And next is we have a serverless service. Okay, and serverless service is like you just use this machine. Google will take care of everything. Google will say that, okay, your load is less, I will remove some VMs for you. Oh, you have again your load increase, let me add some more VMs. So all the things happening in the background will be taken care by Google itself. You just use the service. Okay, so let me give you an analogy here. We have a car. Okay, and we have this car here, right? Suppose that if you take example of fully managed, then your car is kind of having a gear. Okay, it means that even though the car has given you all the things, but you yourself has to change the gear when it is required for you. If you want to go fast, you have to change the gear. If you want to come down, you have to take off the gear, right? Even though the infrastructure, everything is provided by Google. So this is somehow kind of what fully managed. Serverless is like the automatic gear shift car. Just you use it all the things, when to change the gear, when to reduce the gear, when to come down, go up, scale down, scale up, add, remove, everything will be taken care by Google itself. Yes, the pricing will definitely differ for fully managed and for serverless. There is some price change, but this is what the idea is all about. Okay, so typical use case is somewhere like you will be saying a business is looking to explore, they want to migrate their the complete setup to cloud, and they are not bothered about money at all. They have a huge budget and they are seeking for some serverless solution. So this kind of things comes into your examination question, right? So if you heard the word like serverless and all, then the option will be any one of these, like it could be BigQuery, it could be PubSub and Dataflow and so on. Make sense? So this is the difference between fully managed and serverless. All right, coming up next is what is RPO, that is recovery point objective, and what is recovery time objective. Again, terminologies, you should be knowing this very well, because some of the when we go to some of the solutions provided by Google, that is Cloud SQL, PostgreSQL, we will be having such kind of these kind of terminologies quite often. So let's understand what do we understand by RPO and what is RPO. First, I'll go to the blackboard and there we'll explain, means we'll go through the principle behind this, and again we'll come back to this slide. Okay, perfect. So let me erase this. There is one system or one machine, you can call it. Okay, suppose this is processing some data. So the RPO, that is recovery point objective, listen it carefully. Now for this point, okay, I will be having something like this. 10 a.m. I want a backup, 11 a.m. I want a backup, 12 p.m. I want to take a backup of this. Means the data is getting processed. I want to take a backup of the data and save it somewhere. Okay. Now assume that my RPO is equal to set to say 20 minutes, and you will set the RPO during your project initiation. It's a kind of standard template where, I mean, these are some service level agreements, like during the project planning itself, we will set this RPO, right, and RTO. Okay. Now, if during the project, if my RPO is set to say 20 minutes, now what does RPO means here is, suppose at 11 a.m. your system is down. Okay, your system is down at 11 a.m. So from 11 to 11:30, what is the time span? It's a half an hour. So here RPO means maximum you can able to bear the loss of data for 20 minutes. After the 20 minutes you are not, means you should not be able to bear the loss of your data. Means you are telling system that if my system is down, okay, how much data loss can I tolerate? Okay, so if your system is down by 11 a.m. and system become up by 11:10 a.m., it means yes, that is well within your whatever the threshold you have defined. But your system is down at 11 a.m. and your system gets ready at 11:30 a.m., it means this is not meeting your requirements, because you mentioned that maximum 20 minutes data loss I can able to bear. Okay, after that I am not able to tolerate. So here data loss is measured in time, not size. Okay, always think that in case of RPO the data loss is measured in size, and RPO is defined before failure happens. It means before failure happens means during your project planning itself, you define that maximum time I can tolerate the loss of the data from for 20 minutes. After that, I am not responsible and I cannot tolerate that loss. Means you are defining for your safety or for your standards. Okay, so uh, so, I mean, anything beyond this is not acceptable for your company. So, this is what RPO is all about. So, in a nutshell, you can say the maximum acceptable data loss you can able to bear is the defined time which you will set in this. So, after that, it depends on your agreement with the company, or there are some other mitigation plans as well. So, this is all about RPO. And next is RTO. It means recovery time objective. Suppose I have the same system. Okay. So RTO, it means that how quickly should the system be back online or in its working condition after failure. Assume that I have set RTO of 15 minutes, something like this. It means if this system goes down by 11 a.m., it should start working before 11:15 a.m. because 15 minutes within 15 minutes my system should start working, right? So if it recovers within the given time, RTO is met, means RTO, I'm okay with that. But if the system takes half an hour, if the system gets ready by 11:20, then RTO is not met, because maximum time limit you have given 15 minutes. It means you should say within 15 minutes, if any failure occurs, the system should get back to its working condition within 15 minutes. But it is taking 20 minutes. It means 5 minutes extra time it is taking, which is not meeting your service level agreements or service level requirements. So, in a to summarize this, RPO means how much data loss can I able to bear or I can accept. RTO means how much downtime I can accept. This is the only difference between RTO and RPO. So that's all in this session. I hope these concepts are very small in theory but very powerful in examination and also in interview point of view. So definitely we will continue with next session very soon. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. If you have any doubts, please do comment it and have a wonderful time. Thank you.